The ASX-listed car subscription company Carly has delivered its quarterly update, posting a 58% rise in subscription revenue in the 3 months to March. The company has also launched an EV trial, allowing consumers and businesses to test electric vehicles before purchasing. For more details, Carly CEO Chris Noone joins me now. Chris, this is the ultimate try before you buy.
It is, and we saw that there was a lot of confusion in the market. A lot of individuals and businesses are thinking about buying electric vehicles, but they've got so many questions, and we found that the only way for them to answer those questions was actually to jump into a car, not just for a couple of days like a rental car, but do it for a month or 2 months and really understand all the pros and cons so that they can then actually move on to buy an EV with confidence, or decide that maybe a hybrid's better, or maybe a petrol vehicle is better for them in the interim.
And in terms of what you've seen in the March quarter, just talk us through some of the jump in your subscription revenue. I believe it's just around $900,000.
That's right. So we've seen some very good growth in the quarter and also over the year. We've been consistently adding vehicles to our fleet. We've had a 73% increase in fleet size, and 20% of that growth happened in the most recent March quarter. And we've been very good at getting those cars out into the hands of subscribers, both retail customers and also business and government, and maintaining a pretty high utilisation rate. So it's been pretty much similar across more recent quarters. But now that we've got EV trial, we're pushing more into that electric vehicle space and aware of the market opportunities in that area.
How much has your fleet grown in the period, Chris?
Well, that's the 73% increase in over the last year and 20% over the last quarter. So we're over 450 vehicles in the fleet now, so it's growing quite rapidly.
When we look at, I guess, moving forward, I noticed that you had a decrease rather in advertising and marketing costs. How are you sort of getting the Carly name out there?
We're actually getting more efficient with our advertising and marketing and aligning it with the cars that we have available. So we are looking at spending more on marketing, but keeping that in proportion to our revenue increase. We acquire a lot of our customers through Google and Facebook and the traditional methods, but where we're really forging ahead now is with referral relationships. Of course, we have our second largest shareholder, SG Fleet, which is the largest fleet management and leasing company in Australia. They are referring their business and government customers to us when they need a vehicle for a shorter period than a lease term. We also have other referral relationships across consumer channels and also business as well. So we're looking to diversify our customer acquisition channels to maintain a low cost per acquisition, but also to access really high quality customers that aren't always available through the digital channels.
What's the average subscription period, and are you seeing return customers as well, or what sort of growth are you seeing there?
We're seeing our average subscription period around 5 months, which is much more than a rental product, which is really around 7 to 14 days. And a typical lease or purchase for a vehicle is 3 years or more. So we're very happy with our retention period. With our product, we do see some repeat customers, but not always. But that's the beauty of our product. People choose car subscription when they have that time in their lives or the need for their business where they need to secure a car quickly, they need the exact car that's right for their needs, and either they need it for less than 3 years or they're not quite sure how long they need it for. And when we survey our customers and ask them when they're ending their subscription why they're doing it, their response in the majority of cases is always, I no longer need the car. My circumstances have changed, I'm moving overseas, I'm changing my commuting habits, or I'm now in a financial position, or I can now make longer term decisions about buying or leasing or financing a vehicle. So we're pretty happy with the retention period and the reasons why people are starting a subscription and also finishing the subscription as well.
Chris, what's your cash balance looking like?
The cash balance is looking pretty good at the moment. We raised some more capital late last year. We're trying to maintain or actually reduce our expenditure. So we're maintaining that cash balance as much as possible. We had a 29% decrease in net cash use in the most recent quarter. So even though we're growing the scale of the business and the fleet and the number of active subscribers, we're actually doing that on a more cost-efficient basis.
And when we look at your shares, and obviously you've got an interest in the company, and I know that you can't control the market either, but do you think, given that we are seeing more people go towards these subscription models, that you're unfairly valued at the moment?
Certainly, we've been saying that for quite a while. All the research that we've done and all the research we're seeing from third parties shows that there's a big interest in subscription services. Our challenge and our opportunity is educating the market about the availability of the product, the fact that it includes insurance and registration and maintenance, and there's no exposure to depreciation. The termination period is only 30 days, so minimum 30 days subscription period and 30 days notice to hand the car back. So our opportunity is to really educate the market about the advantages and benefits of our product when it's applicable. And when we explain it to people and businesses, we see that there's a lot of interest in the proposition and they get into the car and stay in it for a reasonable period of time.
So your EV trial, as we mentioned, is quite innovative. Is there anything else in the pipeline you can tell us about?
Lots in the pipeline, but nothing that I can announce today. We'll need to do that through the official channels at the appropriate time.